I'm going to be showing you guys my Stadium Reaper build. If you guys want to win more Stadium games, especially in solo queue, this is the build you should try. For powers, you only really need 3. So we're going to have Revolving Gun, Shrouded Shrapnel, and Spirited to Slay. So what this build is going to help you do is it's going to help you 1v1 anybody and melt their tank. First off, Revolving Gun is going to give us crazy fire rate when we're close to somebody, which is generally where you want to be when playing Reaper anyways. So we're just going to get buffed for playing normally. That one's a no-brainer. Next, you're going to want to take Shrouded Shrapnel. So after using our phase, we're going to be able to do crazy fat damage, and I'll show you that. So here in this Reinhardt, I'm going to pop my phase, and then once we come out of it, these next 8 shots are going to have way more spread, but they're going to have way more pellets, which means when we're nice and close, we're going to be doing crazy amounts of damage. And then the last power, which is good for wrapping it all up, is just getting ability resets after getting a kill. So if I want to be really aggressive on a squishy and I want to use my shrapnel to secure a kill, I can just go up here and one-tap him, and I instantly get my phase back so I can get back to safety. For your 4th power, which obviously you don't get too often, it's really just up to personal preference. I normally like to take Wraith Renewal, which is just going to heal me whenever I'm in my Wraith form. Other good ones are Shared Siphon and Strangle Stab. Backstabber is just going to increase your kill potential, so that one's a good one if you're struggling to secure kills. And then obviously for your perks, you're just going to want to take a lot of weapon damage. Just stack as much of it as you possibly can. This weapon damage is what's going to allow you to just come in here and start bullying their tank. Alternatively, if you don't want to use this, you can go for an attack speed build, but personally I just like this way more. Just to demonstrate, this is what an attack speed build would look like in comparison. So all you have to do to really get a massive value out of this is just be really careful where you engage from. Make sure not to run into open sight lines with characters like Ashe. Always be looking to flank and get cheeky off angles to be able to really just assassinate people and get out. Alright, now that I've shown you the build, let's get into a game. Alright, we found ourselves a game. We're going to be abusing this OP Reaper build. This helped me get to pro and has gifted me lots of free wins. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to take is a Revolving Gun. And then once you've got your power up, generally speaking, anything in the weapon tab is pretty good. I like to do weapon power with attack speed and max ammo. Here we go. Okay, so what Revolving Gun's gonna allow us to do is just get up and bully their tank, pretty much. Whenever we start shooting him from close range, we're just gonna get insane attack speed, so we can really punish anyone that gets too close. We just have to be careful not to take duels from range with like certain characters like Ashe and Cassidy, because that's really going to cause a problem for us. We have way more damage and obviously have the range advantage. But here I'm just trying to poke at their Reinhardt from height on the side. Can't really do anything, just trying to off-angle him, distract him and annoy him. I hear their DPS. Here's their Ashe. I might be able to just assassinate here. Yep. We get the kill there. Maybe Juno too, they're trying to res, which is not very good for me. But we got their tank because I was distracting their whole backline. I'm very weak here, and I don't think we have healers. I'm gonna try and run for a health pack. And I'm dead. Okay, unfortunate. First round, nothing too crazy, but you already get to see the build in action a couple rounds in. You get to see the true power of this. First round's always rough, you know? But I mean, nobody has a lot of things, so it's more similar to just playing base Overwatch. This Reinhardt just gets punished for overextending. Trying to avoid those torpedoes, they do mad damage. Here I just destroy this Juno. I'm gonna try and stop the res. I don't want you resing Mercy. I can literally just wait and hold this Mercy hostage. Oh, she's got crazy fire rate. Alright, I'm gonna back up now. Now that our team is coming up on me. We just leave that. Alright, I hear their Ashe somewhere further back. The Reinhardt overextended by a mile. I'm gonna start punishing him. Get that insane attack speed. And I'm gonna be able to ult this. Pretty solid ult. Got their Mercy, stop the res. I'm gonna try and hump the stash, and we win. So round 2, you can actually start buying a couple more perks, and what I love to just abuse on Reaper is a weapon power build. So if I can afford it, I like getting. I have the Spider, but currently I don't have enough, so I'm just gonna get Talon modification module. That's gonna give me 15% weapon power on my shotguns. And then another good one here can be Icy Coolant, 10% more weapon power, and I get cooldown reduction. Here we're just distracting, chilling out, making sure not to die at all times. So this Reinhardt just feeds. He charged into our whole team and we can just take advantage of that. We do crazy damage to him. We are his biggest threat. We can 2-tap his Ashe, get the Mercy weak, and unfortunately I go down because I cannot press my phase in time. That's just a misplay by me. It's good to be patient on Reaper though, really looking for opportunities where you can get in, get kills, and get out. And obviously sometimes their enemy teams can be really aware of you because, you know, you're causing problems. So when that happens, I just like the off angle, just shoot their tank. Look how quickly you just melt their tanks. Alright, here we get the Mercy and we're just gonna try and get out with our life. Number one priority is staying alive. Alright, I'm gonna look for a TP up on height. We're gonna try and just wait here.
Their barricade is moving.
Hopefully they forget about us, and then we can go in and try and get a quick assassination.
Everybody come up, coalesce and charge.
Alright, well, we're just gonna go for the Reinhardt because the McCree seems to be hiding somewhere. Here he is. We're just gonna chill out because that McCree, if he lands his headshot, he's gonna just obliterate us, so we have to be really careful about that. Alright, we can look for an ult here, so I'm gonna try and TP flank them. And get a nice hold on them. Just like that. Pretty well played, and then always make sure you stay alive. Here again, we're just gonna wait. If this Rein starts walking up, we can just start punishing him for that. We just don't want to let him play the game. Even here, he's 1v1ing me. I can just face if things go bad. And unfortunately we do end up going down, but they had to use ultimates in the process. We have a big lead here, so we're gonna have at least 2 opportunities here to stop them in the defense. So don't want to go in too quickly, make sure your team's actually with you. Never solo engage. It's the easiest way to get focused down and die. Alright, you just want to get out because he's focusing me really hard. We're just gonna wait it out. Team's doing pretty fine without me. Break that shield, and this Reinhardt can die once I reload. Yep. Just like that. We're just gonna try and look for a res here. We're not really gonna be able to stop it. So I'm just gonna wait. Alright, let's just stay alive here. See if we can assassinate this Juno. There we go. Okay, we do end up dying, but we traded out for one of their healers in a bad spot. Hopefully our team can pull this back. Oh, okay, so Mercy ended up trading for the Juno. This Reinhardt seems to be getting a bit aggressive, so we're just gonna punish him here. I could have killed that Juno, I just didn't notice. There we go. She's down anyways. Just keep shooting Ryan, he dies because he doesn't pay attention to me. And we're gonna ult this, just finish it up. Yeah, if the enemy tank does not use resources on you, they're just gonna get punished or they're just gonna die. Great way to play. Just holding off angles on their tank, really being a nuisance. And then obviously trying to get some assassinations whenever possible too. That's how you play this hero. Okay, now that we're on round 3 and we have our next power up, I love to take Shrouded Shrapnel. Okay, now that we have the money, we want to try and get out of the Spider here and just get as much weapon power as we possibly can. Just stack it all on. So a good one here to take is Codebreaker, because we're going to ignore 50% of armor's damage reduction, which means we can really just destroy this Reinhardt, stop him from getting any value. Okay, so what I'm going to try and look to do here is close the distance. DPS will have to play up on this platform in front of me, so I just want to hold this, take it from them, and not let them use it, because obviously they have a big range advantage on me. They're gonna abuse that whenever they can. So here, we're just gonna try and duel this McCree. Oh, unfortunately, never mind. Okay, so this is why I take the shrapnel shots. After I pop my phase, I'm just gonna be two-tapping people left and right, so I can just take whatever duel I want. I'm really gonna amp up my kill potential. I'm gonna be able to confirm kills I normally can. Okay, what up? Gotta be more careful about that nade, because it does stop my movement abilities. Okay, this Ashe is holding this room. Being really frustrating and annoying. So I'm gonna try and hold this off of her. You can really deny other people from playing in certain positions with the amount of dueling potential you have. You can take any 1v1 and really just kill them on this round. Okay, we have some ults to help us out with this fight, even though I did go down. Looks like we're going to be able to secure this fight, which is really good on my team's behalf. Let's just be annoying to this McCree, yep. Get the 2-tap on him. Again, this Ashe walking up on me. Everybody that just gets close just gets obliterated. I do way too much damage, it's ridiculous. Try and off-angle the Rhine because he does have a shield. Even if he's just shield botting, all we can do is just sit on his side, either left or right, and just start shooting, because he's going to be in a very difficult position. He's going to have to choose in between shielding me off or shielding the rest of my team off. Okay, so obviously at this point you should know we are just going to get more weapon power and more weapon power. You just want to stack as much of this as you possibly can. I'm just going to go for the blue. This one's great, 15% flat. It's a great one to have. Alright, we're going to want to go on height here, so that we don't walk out and open and get too tempted by their Ashe. You really have to be careful with some long sidelines with their comp. You know, the Cassidy and the Ashe. It's really going to do some damage if they get long range fights on us. So that's what we want to avoid. But when we get close up, they are going to be fearing, because we can just go up and practically just one-tap them most of the time. Even their Reinhardt can't really get too close to me. Alright, so this Reinhardt's gonna try and fight me again. Again, he's just getting punished for getting even close to me. He does not really have the ability to fight me one-on-one. I just take the health back here, I might be able to kill him. Yep, we punish him for trying to fight me. Oh, and I do end up getting one-tapped by their Cass. Really unfortunate. That's the thing I really have to be most careful about in their Cass. He can nade me to avoid my escape, and he can 2-tap for me. It's really rough. I have to be very careful. So here again, I don't really want to walk down main choke, because Ashe and Cass are just going to get insane value on me, because I can't do anything from that range. We're just going to have to go around here and look for kills like that. This guy's weak. Ashe is also weak. Might be able to kill her. There we go. We get 2 kills and we get out, because they're ulting on point and everything. Oh, hopefully our team touches. Yep, okay, they did. I was kind of counting on that. Probably not the best idea on my part, but it worked out. So we do get this point, and now I'm just going to want to hold this height. I'm just going to stop them from coming anywhere near. Their DPS can now not play up here. They're going to have to go mate choke. So really just denying space is a great thing to do. We might also be able to flank around for an ult here. Let's see what happens. Yep, we're just going to flank around. They don't seem to be wanting to go up on high ground. The McCree sees me, the Cassidy. So we're going to have to play really safe. We're just going to use this pillar as cover and wait. Okay, so this Mercy wants to challenge me for some reason. And we're just going to ult this Reaper. Nice, already dead. So that was really bad on the Mercy's behalf, trying to ult and go and fight me. With the amount of damage I do, it's really not in our best interest to go and try and 1v1 me. So let's see if they actually come up here this time. Doesn't seem like it. This is one thing I love about third person. You can really just abuse angles like this and get an advantage in fights. Right, so we want to just phase out of that because McCree's got a really nice long sideline on us. We just want to avoid that. We don't fight that, we just go on their tank. He's very weak on point by himself. And we kill him. Trying to avoid those torpedoes, and we just clean everybody up. Picking them off one by one.
It's high noon.
Alright, and that's it. That's a win. That's how to just abuse Reaper and win every game you play. Alright, well that's gonna be the Reaper build. Start using this in your solo queue games and your rank will skyrocket, I promise you. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.